This here is one of my several queen ants who died this week. And as you can see, she is just blanketed in a swarm of mites who are now having a feast of her body. Sadly, this queen did not get the chance to fulfill her life's purpose, which is to lay eggs, and found her own ant colony. So what happened? How did these mites kill her? Where did the mites come from? Which queen ant is this from my ant collection? Well, the answers are sad, and may actually surprise you. But you're about to find out now about this dead queen, and these mites, as well as my other dead queens, who shared the same fate. Welcome to the Antscanada Ant Channel. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Welcome to the AC Fan. Enjoy. Guys, I regret to inform you that I lost not one, but several queen ants this week, and all were covered in these mites. But I do have some good news to share with you today, so do stay tuned until the end when I show you that reveal. So this dead queen is a yellow crazy ant queen. And if you've been keeping up with our latest videos, you'll know that she was part of a sorority project I was working on. I basically stuck several queen ants together in a founding setup to study the dynamics of queen ants that raise their young together cooperatively, a process scientists call pleiometrosis. My goal was to produce a massive super colony of yellow crazy ants, much like an OG ant colony I once had on the channel several years ago, named the Golden Empire. But I learned quite quickly that getting all the queen ants to cooperate and work together at founding a colony had its challenges. The queens quite immediately began to establish an hierarchy, a sort of mean girls club, outcasting some queen ants, while some queens acted as mediary queens, who would often visit the outcasted queens just to say hello. Meanwhile, the main set of queens began to lay eggs and care for them together. I couldn't wait to see how the dynamics of the sorority would all play out. But then, several weeks later, when I peeked into their setup just this week, I was shocked to see this. Death. All queens dead. No workers, no egg batch, no living queen, and tons of mites feasting on their rotting cadavers. Oh, how sad. Now, at first you might think that the mites were parasitic and totally wiped out the sorority. However, I'm a bit happy to inform you that this was not the case. I believe these queen ants died naturally. You see, I had been keeping a close watch of their egg batch the queens were caring for when they were alive, and to my dismay, they just kind of stayed eggs. In addition, the queens began to die off one by one, until all queens were eventually dead. So AC family, what this says to me was that these queen ants were simply unfertilized, meaning they failed to mate with males during their nuptial flight before I ultimately caught them and placed them all together. I'm sorry AC family, I know a lot of you were looking